What's up, you guys? This is Jenny, and this is our Kundalini Yoga practice. Middle of July, and it's actually kind of a perfect day, I feel like, for our practice. It's kind of thunderstormy and cloudy here in Weatherford, Texas, and I love these kinds of days for our practice. So today I woke up feeling really weird, and that happens sometimes, I think, where we all just kind of feel weird, just in general. Maybe we don't even have specific things that we can pinpoint it on, even when there's stuff going on in our lives, if we're not like focusing our attention on it constantly, we can still end up feeling kind of weird and awkward, and it's just part of the deal, right? But one of the things that I love most about my Kundalini Yoga practice is it takes me back to the safe space within my own being. And that is really what we're trying to do with our practice all the time. That's exactly what the Kundalini practice is about, is refining those aspects of our being that allow the physical and the energetic being to be that safe space, right? And to vibrate at that highest capacity available to us that draws us towards our highest and greatest good. It's such a beautiful practice. It's like, I just don't know that I can function without it. I'm one of those people who, I'm not one of those, sorry, I keep saying I'm like valuable today. I'm not one of those people who gets super dependent upon certain things. And actually, I like to mix it up a lot. But my Kundalini practice is one of those fundamental aspects of my practice that I just don't feel like I can remove it. It really is the thing that brings me back to center, brings me back to zero, brings me back to that safe space within my own being. Thich Nhat Hanh, I cannot talk, says, your body is your first home. Breathing in, I arrive in my body. Breathing out, I am home. And that's what we're doing. So when we have those weird moments, when we're feeling uncomfortable, when we're feeling unrest within our being in some way, this is a cue to come back inside. This is a cue to come back to the self. This is a cue to witness and be present for what you're feeling and experiencing, and allow those aspects of your being to communicate with you. And with that can come potential needs, for what your body and your energetic expression need from you in this moment. We have to be quiet and be present and able to hear those things. And the Kundalini practice that we're going to be doing today is the Kundalini Yoga for lungs, the magnetic field, and deep meditation. Now, this is a really good kriya for people who haven't even really necessarily meditated much, but they want to start meditating. This is a really good practice for those of you who are potentially within that space. This series begins by purifying the blood and expanding the lung capacity. The circulatory system is stimulated. Thyroid and parathyroid secretions are added into the increased circulation, and the upper magnetic field of the body is enlarged. This is an excellent preparation for people who need to learn deep meditation. So this is a really beautiful one. And anytime, we're working on the lungs, we're working on the heart, we're working on the magnetic resonance, there's going to be a lot of arm stuff, and there's going to be some of that today. And I feel like in general, I've been doing a lot of that lately. And part of it is because a lot of people are experiencing compromised issues with their lungs right now. And this is a great way to strengthen that aspect of our being, to purify the air in the lungs, to purify the lungs, to get that circulation going and keep that place healthy. This is a proactive thing that we can all do to keep those lungs healthy and purified and cleansed. So I feel like they're, really, it's a good timing for these kinds of practices. So let's go ahead and get started just by tuning in. Dropping the shoulders back and down, coming along into the spine, grounding through the sits bones, lengthening through the crown of the head. Feeling into that beautiful center line of the body. Already drawing the awareness back inside, coming back to the safe space within your own being. Back back to the authentic expression, the truth. And learning to feel comfortable and safe with that truth. Breathing deep into the body, drawing the breath all the way down into the belly. Just feeling the body relax and respond to the breath. Grounded and centered, calm and collected. Take those hands in front of the heart space, start rubbing the palms of the hands together. Greet your pranic and aponic energies, that pranic energy that runs inward and upward along the right side of the body. The aponic energies that go down and out along the left. The right side representative of the sacred masculine, and the left side representative of the divine feminine. Tuck those thumbs into the breastbone. We're going to begin to tune in with that mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, calling on those higher aspects of our own being, that divine expression of humanity that exists within each and every one of us, and not just exists within us, but is who we are. That is the true nature of our being. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply, suspending your breath at the top. Apply your root log if it's in your practice. You're not honeymoon cycle pregnant, no hypertension, glaucoma, or any other kinds of issues that would keep you from engaging in that lock. Exhale. Release the lock, release the hands. Very slowly and gently allowing those eyes to open whenever you're ready. Since we're going to be doing a lot of seated postures today, we're going to do a little bit of warm up by coming up onto those feet. So we're going to come into a standing position. We're going to inhale and draw the arms overhead. Exhale, hinging, releasing those fingertips down towards the feet. Or you can rest those palms on the shins if you need to, just never on the ankle joint or the knee. Inhale up, exhale down, inhaling up, exhale down, continuing on, matching the breath with the movement. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release those arms down to the side of the body, super slow, with grace and ease. Take those legs out. Just about like so. If you want to take those toes out at a 45-degree angle towards the edges of your mat, that's totally cool. Do whatever feels comfortable and safe. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left fingertips drop down towards the right toes. Inhale up. Exhale, right fingertips come down to the left toes. Inhale up, exhale down, continue on. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, super slow and gentle. Release those arms to the side of the body. Step those feet together. Come down into your comfortable, easy seated posture. We're going to go ahead and get started with that Kundalini Yoga for the lungs, magnetic field, and deep meditation. We're going to be in this comfortable, easy seated posture for the remainder of our exercise until we get to our final Shavasana. So if you need to shake out your legs at any time, stick them out, shake them out, do whatever you need to. Listen to your body and take care of your needs. Remember, we're never pressing into pain, tingling, or numbness ever with any of these postures. So even if I don't provide you with a modification, take modifications or visualize. That visualization is super, super powerful. And we can achieve just as much with that powerful visualization with those eyes closed, visualizing yourself in those postures. So let's get started with our first exercise. We're sitting in our easy pose. We're going to stretch our arms straight up overhead with our palms together. Biceps are gently hugging the ears, ensuring that those shoulders are dropped down into their sockets. You don't want their shoulders lifted up towards the ears. Drop those shoulders down into their sockets. Eyes are closed, drawing your attention, your awareness towards your third eye. If you feel like it's safe and comfortable, you can gently arch the spine as far up and back as possible. And you're going to begin long, deep breathing through the mouth with a whistle, both on the inhale and the exhale. So you're just gently rounding your mouth so that the inhalation and the exhalation sound like this. So just continue on. Relax into this posture. You're going to be here for 5 minutes. Matching that breath with that inhalation and exhalation. There's going to be that whistle. Eyes are closed. I'm focused on the third eye. Remembering not to force yourself into posture, pressure, forcing. Just gently allow the body to respond to the posture. It'll draw you into that beautiful form of relaxed posture that can sustain you through the length of the exercise. And keeping those shoulders drop down into their sockets. Relax the body in this posture even a little bit further so that you're not feeling as much strain. And then even if you're gently arching the spine, ensure that the chin is tucked ever so slightly back and down, creating that length and alignment through that center line of the body, giving that energy, that space it needs to rise up the spinal column from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. Just creating that availability within the body for the energy to move, to shift. Whistling in on the inhale through the rounded mouth, whistling out through the exhalation through that rounded mouth. You're already halfway through. You only have 2.5 minutes left to go. If you catch yourself bringing tension into this posture in any place, from the shoulders, the neck, the spine, work to relax those places energetically by sending the breath into those areas of the body, giving them permission to relax, to open up. You only have 1 more minute in this posture. Keeping that focus on the third eye. The whistling inhalation, the whistling exhalation through the rounded mouth. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Apply your root lock if it's in your practice. Keep those fingertips up in the sky as those biceps hug those ears. Exhale. Release the lock. Super, super, super slow and gentle, caressing the aura the entire way down as you release those fingertips gently and slowly back down into the earth beneath you. Close those eyes, rotate through those shoulders for a moment if you need to. Do whatever you need to release any of that tension that you might be experiencing from that last exercise. And then we're going to move directly into our next one. We're going to take those arms and stretch them out in front. You're going to interlock those fingers and press the palms of the hands forward. You're going to inhale, draw the palms in towards the heart space. Exhale, press the hands back into the front, towards the front of the room. I can't talk today. Inhale in, exhale out. Closing your eyes, drawing your attention towards your third eye. We're going to move in a fairly rapid motion here for 2 minutes. In through the nose, out through the nose, matching the breath with the movement. Again, keeping those shoulders relaxed down into their sockets. You don't want to find that those shoulders are drifting up towards your earlobes. Keep them grounded down into the sockets as you press the palms forward and draw them back in towards the heart space. And use an intentional movement here. We're not just flopping those arms around. You want to keep those arms nice and strong with conscious movement. Inhaling, pressing out, or exhaling, pressing out, inhaling, pulling in. You're almost 1 minute in, so keep it going. Eyes are closed, focused on the brow point center. 20 seconds left, so make this the best part of this exercise. Really give yourself over to it. Then inhale and press those palms out directly in front of you. Suspend the breath. And bring the arms straight up over your head. Bring them back down, parallel to the floor, and then exhale as you take those hands in towards the chest. We're going to be doing this for 2 more minutes, but I'm going to show it to you a couple more times. Inhale, press them out. Lift them overhead as you suspend the breath. Keep that breath suspended as you drop them back down parallel to the ground. Exhale as you draw the hands in towards the chest. Inhale out, suspend the breath. Lift them up over the head, drop them down, and then exhale, take it in. Inhale out, lift them up with a suspended breath, drop them back down, exhale into the heart space. Powerful breath in and out through the nostrils as you take those breaths in and out. Keep that spine nice and straight, closing the eyes, focusing on the brow point center. Thirty more seconds. Keep it going. Next time you drop those hands down, and bring those hands into the heart space. We're going to inhale, open our arms up at a 60-degree angle in front of us. And it specifically says here that we're not supposed to take a break. So we're going to go ahead and move directly into this next exercise that will be here for 3 minutes. We're going to inhale and suspend our breath. And on that suspension, we're going to clench our fists and draw those hands in towards the chest. Super, super slow, like you're resisting against something, and then you're just pulling in the heaviest thing that you've ever pulled in with those 2 hands towards the chest. Pulling, 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 pulling in with great tension. Bending those arms at the elbows. As you get those hands into the heart center, you're going to exhale, open up those arms, and inhale deeply. Suspend the breath and pull it in. like you're pulling the two walls from either side of you in towards the center of your chest. Lots of tension. Get it into the chest and exhale. Inhale, open up those arms again, releasing the tension, and then clench the fist, draw it back in, great tension, bending those elbows. Pulling, 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 super tight. Continuing on, you're going to be here for 3 minutes. You even want to feel that tension in your face, scrunching that face up, feeling that tension in all of those parts of the body as you're drawing those fists into the chest. Exhale once those fists make it to the heart space, and then open up again. Keeping those eyes closed, scrunch that face up. Suspending the breath as you draw those hands into the chest, in towards the heart space. You're already 1 minute in, so you only have 2 minutes left to go, so keep it strong, that movement really intentional, lots of tension in the arms, in the body, in the chest, in the face, tightening up those muscles. Feel your body shaking and quaking as you're creating that tension in the body and pulling those hands in so heavy. Whatever it is that you're pulling in with those hands, you're feeling that resistance, but you're drawing them in towards the heart space so slowly. 40 more seconds. Finish up this one last set. Arms. Suspend the breath. Apply your root lock. Exhale. Release the lock. If you need to rotate through those shoulders, shrug those shoulders to release any tension. Go ahead and do that. And then we're going to inhale. Take those arms up, clasp those hands, and we're going to press the palms up towards the sky. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the arms, pressing the palms upward towards the sky. Exhale, drop them down behind the neck. Inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Close your eyes, draw your attention inside that safe space within your own being, and continuing on, you're going to be here for 2 minutes. You're already 1 minute in. You only have 1 minute left to go here. Moving as fast or as slow as you need to facilitate that movement in a way that keeps you able to function for the full 2 minutes. We feel that desire to leave pause as we're pressing ourselves out of our comfort zone just because we're tired and we can't do anymore. Press past that place by focusing on the breath, focusing on the intentional movement, remembering how strong you are, tapping down into that grit, strength of your being. Inhale, lengthening through those arms, pressing the palms up towards the sky, suspending the breath and applying your root lock. Exhale, super, super slow, releasing those hands, taking those hands all the way down into the mat. Breathe into the body for a moment. Shake out those arms if you need to before we move into our next exercise. Take some gentle movement to release any tension. And in our next posture, we're going to inhale, arms come overhead. Palms of the hands come together. We're going to inhale, twist to the left side. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Keep it moving. You're going to be here for 2 minutes. Move as fast or as slow as you need to. If you can't safely twist from side to side, close your eyes and visualize yourself twisting in that posture. You're already more than 1 minute in. Less than a minute to go. Matching the breath with the movement. Inhale to center. Lengthen through those arms, suspend your breath, and apply your root lock. Exhale, when you can no longer suspend that breath, release those hands all the way down, very gently down to the mat. Shake out those arms if you need to. Then we're going to come into the next exercise. Interlocking those fingers, palms of the hands are going to be face down just in front of the chest. We're going to inhale, draw those hands up in front of the eye level. Exhale, drop them back down in front of the chest. Inhaling up, exhaling down, closing the eyes, matching the breath with the movement, focusing your attention on your brow point center. Be here for 2 minutes. And we'll have a couple more exercises before we move into the meditative aspect of our practice. Or one more, excuse me. You're already 1 minute in, so keep that movement strong. Move at your own pace. Ten more seconds. Inhale up, hit eye level, suspend the breath, apply your root lock. Exhale, super slow and gentle, releasing those hands gently down onto the knees. We're going to move directly into our next exercise. Keeping those eyes closed, focus on the third eye point with your attention, your perception. We're going to inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears, gentle shoulder shrugs. Exhale, releasing them back down into a neutral space. Inhaling up, exhaling down, continuing on, matching that movement with your breath. Going to be here for 2 minutes. Keep that spine nice and straight and long. So you lift those shoulders up towards the earlobes and drop them back down. One minute left. Moving as fast or as slow as you need to. Make it your practice. Here in a moment, we're going to move directly from these shoulder shrugs into a spinal flexation. And I'll let you know when we move into that secondary aspect of this exercise. On that next exhalation, releasing those shoulders back down into their neutral space. Inhale, pressing the I cannot speak, y'all. I'm sorry. Inhale, press the heart space past the biceps. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Continue on with those final flexations. 2 more minutes, and then we're going to move into our meditation. Keeping those sits bones rooted and grounded into the earth beneath you as you flex that spine. Allow the movement to be as big as it needs to keep you grounded and secure, anchored into this comfortable, safe space on your mat. Inhale and come back to center. Suspending your breath, apply your root lock. When you can no longer hold onto that breath, exhale, release. Release the lock. We're going to move into the meditative comfortable, easy seated posture. We're going to roll the eyes up as far as possible towards the top of the head, towards that crown. And we're going to meditate here for 15 minutes. So close your eyes, keep those hands gently resting on those knees. Draw that internal gaze up towards the crown of the head, really rolling those eyes upwards. And I actually know several people who have strengthened their eyes quite a bit through this exercise. It just naturally strengthens that eye and all of those tendons around the eye. We close our eyes to open our mind. We're going to be here for 15 minutes. So really try to relax into this posture. When you enter into a deep state of meditation, your eyes will naturally roll up and inward towards the center of the forehead, towards the crown chakra. The effects of this gaze are mostly happening in the background. Over time, as the eye position integrates the brain's hemispheres and begins to stimulate and activate specific areas of the brain to the point of light in the center of the head. The longer the practice is used, the stronger the new neurological connections become. The effect of this neurological strengthening is a growing intensity in the brightness of the inner light within the head. Directing the gaze physically impacts the optic nerve. It travels from the eyes to the center of the brain. During meditation and other activities, different eye positions cause the optic nerve to apply variable pressures to major glands and gray matter. More than just reducing external distractions, the eye already 5 minutes in, 2/3 left. Make sure you're breathing deep. Drawing the breath down into the belly. Not forgetting to take those beautiful, deep, conscious breaths. Breathing in, I arrive in my body. Breathing out, I am home. You have 5 minutes left. Sometimes in these prolonged meditations, we can tend to get restless. I wonder when it's going to be over. Try not to ever waste one moment of coming back to yourself, one moment of remembering who and what you are, one moment of connecting to the truth, power that exists within you, that expression of divinity manifesting itself as humanity, receiving any information that's ready for you at that time, integrating any knowledge or understandings that are meant for you to draw you towards your highest and greatest good within that moment. Never allow yourself to waste one moment of that time back in that safe space within your own being. Give yourself permission to connect, to receive, so that you can grow and expand, evolve towards the dreams of your heart. Keep those eyes rolled up towards the crown of the head. If you have to take a break and come back in, this is a great time to come back in, finishing up that meditation. Two more minutes left. Let's finish up by inhaling deeply, suspending your breath, apply your root lock. And exhale, let it go. And then really, really slow with gentle ease, release your spine down into the mat. For your final Shavasana corpse pose, so lengthen through those legs, kick them out a little bit if you need to, shake them out. Allow the feet to fall to the side, framing the body with the arms. Palms of the hands can be down into the mat or up into the sky. Just listen to your body and breathe. Relax into the earth on every exhalation. Continue to take those deep breaths. And as you take them, remember that this journey, this path, it's not meant to question who you are, but instead help you align who you've been with who you are meant to be. I hope you know that only you know what that means. Tell you who you are, except for you. Really slow and gentle start coming back into the body. Taking gentle movements like wiggling the fingers and toes. Wrapping the hands around the wrists or the feet around the ankles. Moving into those full body stretches and gentle cat stretches. And then whenever you're ready, drawing the knees into the chest and rocking and rolling forward and backward, up and down on the spine several times. And then rocking yourself upright into a comfortable seated position so that we can complete our practice today with 3 long Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I am truth. Truth is my name, truth is my identity. Taking those hands into prayer pose, tucking those thumbs into the breastbone, inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. And inhale to Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We were able to relax a little bit. Also working on those lungs and cleansing and purifying those lungs, as well as that magnetic field. Hope you guys have an awesome week, and I will look forward to seeing y'all next time. Next week will be pre-recorded because I will be in New Mexico teaching yoga for Run to Raton. So I will look forward to seeing you guys live the week after that. Have a great day.